Okay, I do have a couple of questions after the NISG debate tonight, and I didn't want to ask them to you after the debate because a few of them are for all three of you, and I didn't want to go to each of you and ask the question when I could more effectively do it through this means. I'm going to try and upload this really quickly so that you can hopefully get a response in. I know that you're very busy, so I appreciate any response you would be willing to give. My first question is, I've kind of noticed lately, talking to different people and things, that the senators in NISG are kind of thought to not really represent their constituencies very accurately. They don't get a lot of feedback from them before they vote. Some of them aren't even informing their constituencies of what they're doing when they do vote. So how would you plan to help get senators to more accurately represent their constituencies as they're serving on NISG? My second question for all of you, sorry, I'm reading from my notes from the debate. My second question for all of you is, if you are not the candidates who are elected to be our student body president and vice president, how do the other two tickets plan to assist the elected ticket and stay involved in NISG and support the initiatives of the other candidates? I think that probably more of all of your guys' platforms could be accomplished if you continue to work together after you're elected. So I'm interested to see your ideas on how that would take shape. Okay. To Rhonda and Adam, tonight at the debate you talked about your widget or app or whatever it's referred to as. I was just wondering, after you spoke, how you really think an app or widget is going to be better or more useful to the student body than just our current mobile website. I don't have a smartphone that I can use mobile internet on or apps or anything, but to me it seems like a mobile website and an app are kind of doing the same job, and I'm not sure how you think yours is going to be better than what we have right now. Dakota and Zach, I really liked how you started out your opening statements at the debate tonight, saying that you think that we as students really have the power to help change as well. And you kind of made reference to that again later when they were asked about the perception of Senate, and I really liked that you guys said that, you know, by you who really care running for Senate, you can kind of help change that perception. So I thought that was a really good point to bring up. And additionally, I really liked how Spencer and Ian brought up that NISG's motto is students serving students, and how they really hope that NISG truly begins to fulfill that motto. To Dakota and Zach, when you're talking about your internships and the students being forced to choose different majors because they feel like they're forced to do internships, if I'm completely honest, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Being an education major, I guess I don't really do internships. We do field experiences and things like that. So I'm not really familiar with some of these things, and I haven't really heard of this being an issue for anyone, so I would just like some more background information that's maybe said in a less pressured situation than a debate where you have to give your answer right away. Yeah, basically just that. Spencer and Ian, I loved your reference to JFK. That obviously everyone kind of had a chuckle at that. That was really funny. And I do think it's a really good point that we shouldn't count anything out as being impossible. Rhonda and Adam, I really liked what Adam said during your opening statements about how he's not really unique at all, and that really made me think that you guys are really excited about representing people like yourselves who are just average students. And I really also liked that you said that NISG can be a force for good, and I'm really excited that you have plans to make that really be a true statement. Last, I just kind of want to say how impressed I was with the whole debate. Watching presidential debates and things in high school, I really have always hated how no one ever answers any of the questions directly, and it's really dumb, and they don't really seem to know what they're talking about half the time regarding their actual campaign, and I really think that you guys answered all of your questions directly, and you didn't avoid questions, and you gave us really good information on what you're planning to do, so I was really impressed with that. Thanks for taking the time to watch me do this again. I understand that elections are really close, so you probably don't have a lot of time to do an answer, but if you just want to write an answer, you can even email me or whatever you want, and I would just really appreciate some answers. Thank you!